Hey everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome back to my channel for another video. So I have done a lot of cleaning and organizing this year, and so today I am sharing with you a video marathon chock full with a year's worth of cleaning videos. If you are cleaning alongside of me while this video is playing, then let me know in the comments what area of your house you are tackling today. But let's throw it all the way back to the spring when I shared with you some spring cleaning and work our way through this year of cleaning in today's video marathon. Everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I am sharing with you some spring cleaning that I did over the weekend. Spring is just a few weeks away. It is so exciting because the weather is starting to improve and we're getting lots of sunny days, and so I feel very inspired to just tackle some spring cleaning sort of projects. And this weekend it was the closets in my home that are pretty out of control. Let's get started in the linen closet here in our living room. This closet is in an awkward spot in our home. It's an awkward shape and size, and so it's an easy spot to become cluttered and disorganized. But I think the main problem in here was that we just had too much stuff that we didn't use. And so I started by taking everything out of the closet and putting it all on the floor and sorting through it. I really tried to take stock of what I used and didn't use, and I ended up getting rid of a lot of towels and home linens, curtains, and old pillows that I no longer used. And funny enough, in this pile of towels, I found a shirt of Haley's that I thought we had lost, so I was pretty happy about that. I sorted things into a couple of different piles, a pile of things that I was going to keep and put back into the closet, and then a pile of items that I put into bags to donate to our church's textile drive. Some of these things were perfectly good items, some of them were pretty bad, but they all can go to that textile drive and be put to a good cause. Having a clean and open space really helped me put everything back into the closet once it was all sorted out. And on the top shelf here, I have some extra bedding and pillows, as well as a box for one of my essential oil diffusers. On the second shelf, I have this bin of microfiber cleaning cloths, as well as our kitchen towels. Oh, and look, Haley decided to join me. Mama. Bye-bye. On this shelf, I store our bathroom towels, and this is a collection that I really pared down to just the towels that we would use in a week. In the little bin beside it, I have some hand and face towels, and then any ugly old towels that are still useful to clean up big spills or what have you are in a basket lower down in the closet. I love how this closet turned out. I ended up having more room to store my sewing tote with my sewing machine in it, so I'm very happy with the end result. And then on that same day, I moved on to my entry closet, and this wasn't too bad. The big problem in this closet was, as you can see on the right side of it, we had some moving boxes still that we hadn't unpacked yet. And so I took all of the things that were hanging in the closet out so that I could really get a good view of what was in the closet that needed to be sorted. I had random curtain hangers in here and pieces of our gate in our living room and a big box of a bunch of different decor pieces that I still hadn't gotten into from our old house. And I found a nice little collection of things that I will actually be putting around the house, and now that I have taken stock of what I have and what I can use. I then sorted some special and sentimental books from my childhood into this basket, my Little House on the Prairie and Anne of Green Gables book collections, as well as some other vintage books that I really loved growing up. And this Pollyanna book you will see in a little bit. I have a special spot for this one specifically. Another thing about this closet that was super dysfunctional was how we were storing our shoes. We actually had them just in this big basket in the middle of our entryway. Haley kept getting into the shoes and chewing on them, and so I needed to find a solution for this. So I brought in this old shoe rack that we had in our old house, and it's working again for us to sort out our shoes. I just organize them according to person, and I actually store Haley's car seat on top of the shoe rack, and it fits really well. I went through our collection of coats and outerwear and donated a couple that we don't use anymore and hung them all back up on our gray velvet hangers just to make everything nice and uniform and neat and tidy. But I will say the biggest achievement for me in organizing this entry closet was the fact that I now have a spot to put my vacuum that is able to be locked away in a closet, and it doesn't get in the way. It's perfect, and it's what I have wanted since we moved into this house. Okay, so on day 2 of this spring cleaning project, I tackled our kids' bedroom closets. I started off with Liam and Judah's closet, and they just had a bunch of clutter, some clothes that they had outgrown. One of the corners of their closet was just kind of full of random junk. Don't worry, none of these pull-ups are actually dirty. They're just random clean pull-ups that just kind of got thrown in there. And so this whole closet needed an overhaul. It needed to be organized, and the right side of this closet had just a bunch of weird random things. And so I started once again by taking everything out of the closet, laying it out on the floor in front of me, and sorting through what we were going to donate and what we were going to keep. The boys still wear pull-ups at night, and so diaper genie refills and wipes and pull-ups are essential to keep in their closet. And then over here on the other side, I sorted through this toy chest, which we piled a bunch of random blankets and bed linens in. Haley wanted to help me with this leg of the project as well, and so I sorted through things that we were going to keep versus things that we were going to donate. I did end up putting some sleeping bags and bed linens and blankets back into this toy chest. I think the toy chest serves better as a linen chest than a toy chest because we don't want pinched fingers. And so actually toys are stored on top of the toy chest, and this is their grow into bin. So the clothes that are too big for them currently, I put those in here and stored it up in the top of their closet since I had made some more room for these. I sorted through the clothing that gets hung up and weeded out some things that ended up being too small for them. This closet is so much more functional now. There is way more room, and I like the fact that we're able to store some toys in here. It just keeps the toys up off of the floor and not cluttering our living space. There's Haley again, checking out her brother's bedroom. She is like my little shadow. She goes everywhere I go. There's the Pollyanna book on baby girl's shelf. On to Haley's closet. Again, her closet was functional and it was working, but it wasn't perfect. Especially, do you see a trend here on the right side of these closets? It gets a little bit crazy, and so I took everything out and piled it on the floor and sorted through it all. Oh, the ironic things you find while cleaning. I found my Clean My Space book by Melissa Maker, and it cracked me up. I went through her clothing that was hanging up and took out some things that were now too small, and then I sorted out her little blankets and the couple of swaddles that we still do use for her, but there was a collection of swaddles that we don't make it all the way through, burp cloths and newborn clothes that I ended up putting into this little tote here, and then her 3 to 6 to 9 month size clothing, stuff that had gotten too small, I also sorted into this tote. I put a bunch of random decor pieces in this basket. I just keep it up here in her closet so I can easily switch things out. And then I am going to get a more permanent and nice little box to keep things that are sentimental, like her coming home outfit when she was a newborn, or her first Christmas jammies, little things like that. Oh, it seriously makes me so sad to go through these things, but right now they're going in this little drawer. After I was done sorting through everything, I had a nice collection of things that were very gently used and still perfectly good. I had whole packages of diapers, either that were too small for Haley or brands that she's sensitive to, and a lot of these things I will be donating to a teen moms ministry at our church, and some things I will be selling like on a local buy sell swap site because these items are really in great condition. There is now a lot of open space in this closet, and it just makes me feel so under control to have the closets in our house taken care of. And the big goal for me for housekeeping and organization in 2018 is to really focus on the hidden areas of my home. When you open those closets and the drawers and the cabinets and there is a cluttered, chaotic mess, it doesn't matter how the rest of my house is, I still feel frustrated and cluttered, and taking care of these closets over the weekend really helped that, and I think I accomplished a lot for this first little wave of spring cleaning. Hey everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome back to my channel for another video. Today's video is a bit different, but I thought I would pick up the camera and take you along sort of this random organizational and cleaning day that I'm having. It's like no makeup Monday today, so please excuse the way I look, but I thought I would just share with you a random cleaning day. Every once in a while, I will get into this mode where it doesn't matter what spot it is in the house. If I see something that looks out of place or looks disorganized or messy, I just tackle it right then and there. And that's kind of the mode I'm in right now. I started by cleaning out under one of the couches, and then I realized, oh my goodness, it's one of those random cleaning days. I've always wanted to vlog it. So that's what I'm doing today. If you enjoy this video while you're watching it, if you like kind of more laid back video on my channel, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, then welcome. I make lifestyle and mommy videos every Wednesday. I'd love it if you would subscribe. I have a whole playlist of cleaning videos that I've done before. Those videos definitely are more like cleaning routines and more produced and put together, and they're kind of like the way I follow things on a schedule and a routine. But today it's super random. Let me know in the comments if you ever have super random cleaning days. Let me know how often those happen for you. For me, I have a super random cleaning day about every 2 weeks, and it's not on my weekly, daily, monthly routine. It's just kind of whatever catches my eye, I take care of it then and there, and that's what I'm doing today. So I'm glad you're with me. Let's get started right now on cleaning out this eyesore up here. This bugs me every time I see it, but I don't always see it because I'm only 5 feet tall and it is not at eye level for me. And so my brain just doesn't think it's there, and this has been on my list to clean, to tackle. They're just boxes of random stuff. I've gotten comments in other cleaning videos before that that's a spot that needs some attention. So thank you for pointing that out to me. Let's take care of it. And because I'm 5 feet tall, I do have to get up on a stool to do tasks like this. And this mom bun, it just keeps getting bigger all day long. But you can see on the top of my fridge here, I have kind of just jumble of random things in these 2 bins, and they get jumbled because I just barely on my tiptoes throw things into them, and then I don't see how messy they are until I get on a stool. So I'm gonna bring these baskets down, sort through the stuff that I use, sort through the stuff that I want to donate or pass on to family members, and then find a new spot for these storage bins, probably in my pantry, because these just look ugly. I don't like the way they look. Now you know what it looks like to sit in my spice cabinet.
Is it whisk on it, Mom? What?
Whisk. Oh, not whisk. Can you say whisk?
Wix.
Not Wix. It's whisk.
Wix.
Whisk.
Wix.
You're so cute. Okay, so here is the stuff that I've just immediately taken down. Even though these sort of cleaning days don't really include a lot of actual cleaning, like scrubbing and washing stuff, this stuff definitely needs some attention, as well as the top of the fridge itself. So I'm gonna get some vinegar and water and a microfiber cloth and just start scrubbing stuff down. I knew it wouldn't take long. The mom headband is going on. I'm already here, I might as well wipe the whole dark fridge down. Sparkling clean. So I'm running my glass serveware, also this little porcelain tiered tray. This is for when I have guests over, and it was really cloudy, kind of greasy, and it just needs to take a quick wash. So I've loaded that up in my dishwasher along with the frying pans from breakfast. And I'm going to run a quick load on this. I'm gonna just do the quick setting. And then I have a mixture of garbage as well as perfectly good things. So like the box for my immersion blender. I put my immersion blender and my hand mixer in my Lazy Susan down here. They fit just fine because last time I did one of these quick random cleaning routines, I organized down there and I actually had a little pocket of room. So I don't need the box anymore. I've got some bubble wrap that I just need to go put in the recycle bin. Some perfectly good stuff. I got this at Target years ago and I never ended up using it, so I will let family members and friends go through this bin of stuff that's perfectly good. Same thing, there's like a juicer under here that we never use and it's just taking up space. So I'm gonna go sort out the garbage from the good and recycle some things and then be back to load this stuff up in those cabinets up there. If you didn't know it, the cabinets above your fridge are for like your least used stuff, and that is like serveware, like crystal and stuff. So I'm gonna put it up there. Well, I am very pleased about how this turned out. I can't believe it took me a freaking year to get that job done. That took me 25 minutes maybe at the most to get done. One of those things. Now we are going to move on to the boys' room. Cleaning their room isn't that random of a task, but it's bothering me so much I feel like I can't get anything else done until that job is taken care of. So I'm gonna have the boys help me with it. I try to, whenever I can, get them involved in a task that includes cleaning up their own stuff. That way they learn to be responsible for their own messes and like what it takes to clean up after themselves. Because I mean, that mess in there, it's all them. They made that whole mess in there. And so they're going to help me clean it up. What do you think, boys?
Yeah.
You ready to help me clean up? Okay. Real life. Okay, this is the state of their bedroom once a week. It gets this bad. Even though we try to tidy it up every day, it just gets this bad. So I've already stripped their beds of their sheets. Those are in the wash right now, and we are going to clean up the rest of the room. What's in this box?
Garbage.
Garbage. We always have a garbage box going from like pages that are ripped out of books or granola bar wrappers or whatever. And then the boys climbed under their bed yesterday and grabbed all of the toys that they could find from underneath. And we're gonna sort through here. Oh, did you find Peter Rabbit? Nice. And then the rest of this is just junk that needs a place to go. And we always have a bin for clothing, and then I sort through this. Usually it's all clean. We put dirty clothes straight into the washing machine usually. Sometimes I'll find a dirty sock or whatever. But I've got to sort through this bin and put it away in here, get these drawers fixed, and just clean up all the little piddly crap. So Judah's job right now is to put all of the books and puzzles away.
I won't do it, Mom.
Put it there, down in the front. In the front. See? Right there.
A big one.
Whenever we get diapers for Haley, the boys like to play with the boxes, but there are too many boxes in here now, so we are going to put those in the recycle bin. Are you taking a reading break?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you reading about?
A Peter Rabbit.
Am I the only one who has kids who read books upside down? Because all 3 of them read books upside down. It's so funny. So this is an exciting thing. We don't need this drawer to be full of pull-ups anymore. I will keep a package of wipes on hand for, you know, wiping up faces or any accidents we may have. But they haven't worn a pull-up for almost a month now, which is really just so awesome. They're doing so good. So I'm going to put this back into their closet and have this drawer for some clothing. Well, everything looks so much better in here. Let me show you how I organized this. Since we have more warm days than cold, I have their short sleeve shirts in this drawer, and I have some stretchy pants and shorts in this drawer, some nicer pants and shorts in this drawer. We have pajamas and socks and underwear, so no more pull-ups. That is so awesome. And then in the cube unit in here, I have long sleeve shirts and some sweaters and stuff that we will rarely dip into for the next few months. Got the floor all vacuumed and the bed's made. The sheets are all nice and clean now. And it's time for a nap. Is it gonna happen today, guys? Are you gonna nap? Sounds good to me. Okay, lay down, Liam. They just went potty before their nap, and now they're gonna go to sleep. I've got to get this little girl down. Here's the water.
You will?
Here's the water. Okay. Take a good nap, guys. I love you. Hey, girlfriend. Hey, where you going? Haley, where you going? It's time for a nap. Okay, so I'm gonna do a voiceover for this part. I didn't want to talk to the camera and disturb the kids as they were trying to fall asleep, but I moved on to cleaning behind the couch, and as you can see, it is such a mess. Oh my gosh, they dump toys behind here all the time. This is so embarrassing, oh my gosh. So for this sort of project, I bring a little plastic bin or a box with me so that I can just throw everything in it and not have to organize as I'm like stuck in a little spot like behind the couch or in a closet or whatever. This makes it so I can just organize everything after I'm done clearing it all out. The kids dump toys back here all the time, and their arms are not long enough to retrieve the stuff that falls. So every couple of weeks or so I have to go back here and grab all of the stuff that's fallen and clean it all out. We end up having little wrappers and stuff back here too, so there's plenty of garbage as well as toys. And then I tried to quietly just move everything back into place and sort out the garbage from the toys. And yay, I found a package of crayons that I thought we had lost, so the boys can do some coloring when they get up from their nap. And while I was cleaning out from under the couch, I found a pair of socks, which we keep a couple of pairs in our entry closet for being able to quickly get out the door and put shoes on for the boys. And I opened that closet and realized, yep, this is another area that needs some attention. And this closet gets really jumbled and all mixed up because this is Haley's favorite spot to play. So she will take shoes down from the rack that I have them organized on, and she will just throw them in the basket, and it gets all messed up. We also contribute to the mess too. We walk through the door and sometimes we're too lazy to put our shoes back where they go, and we'll just toss them into the bin. I just wanted to organize everything onto everyone's individual shelf and just get it spruced up in here. And then the top shelf of our little shoe rack here actually holds some grab and go supplies for when we walk out the door. And I actually shared this whole system over on my Instagram, which you can follow me at Natalie Bennett Vlogs, and go to the highlight of my Instagram stories called Mom Hacks, and I share how I put together these little Ziploc bags to grab and go out the door. It's totally changed how I leave the house. It's made it so much easier. I've been doing this for about a year and I love this system. I also found a few things that need to go back into my diaper bag slash purse. I've been trying out this Ryla Pack brand diaper bag and I am absolutely loving it so far. And I installed its own special hook right here at the back of the wall. It makes it so easy to have an exact spot that this bag goes every single time. And then I have this little bin for glasses and keys. Weston mainly uses this and he's gone at work, so most of his keys and glasses are with him right now. And then I saw that there was some extra space here on this shelf, and since Haley has been wearing shoes more often, I have a spot for her shoes so that she has room and that the boys have a little extra room on their shelf. And it looks so much better in here after literally 6 minutes of doing some tidying and organizing. I'm so glad I did this. I'm done. At least I think I am, until I see something else that needs to be cleaned up. It feels so good to have that stuff cleaned out from behind the couch and have that entry closet all put back together and above the fridge. That's awesome to have that all cleared out. That's been a project that's been looming over me for a while. But I do think I am going to call it a day because I have some things to move on to. I'm going to a graduation tonight and I gotta start getting ready for that, which means I've got to shower because I'm feeling kind of grimy right now. I'm challenging you to find a random spot in your house and clean it. It might take 5 minutes, it might take 20 minutes or longer, but you will be so glad that you did, and chances are once you start cleaning that one little area of your house, a couple more things might get done, and I call that a win. Hey everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I am doing this vlog style. I am going to be sharing with you my closet decluttering that I'm doing today. The boys are at a friend's house, Weston is out of town, the baby is napping, and I thought it was just the perfect time to focus on the crazy mess that my closet has gotten into. And I know that you guys enjoy cleaning videos and organizing videos here on this channel. I've got to open these doors, which can barely even open. There's such a mess in here. It's seriously like the closet from Zaboomafoo right now, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm gonna take these doors off because that is easier than trying to get past them and slide them back and forth and all of that. This closet has gotten out of hand. Over this last year, my body has changed a lot because of being postpartum, and I've had some health issues, so I've lost a lot of weight, and I'm hoping to put some healthy weight back on, but there's just way too much in my closet right now because I keep buying things to try to fit my body that keeps changing, and I have way more stuff than I actually wear. So I'm gonna go through everything here, take out the stuff that I no longer want. I'm gonna set aside some favorite pieces that I can't wear right now but hope to fit into soon, and I'm going to just reorganize everything that's in here. So let's get started. So the way I like to go through things and organize, like when I'm initially looking at the big mess in front of me, and everyone's different on this, but my style is to, as I'm pulling stuff out, start throwing it into loosely organized categories. I feel like rather than take everything out and throw it all on the bed and not even look at it as I'm going, it's better for me and my brain to take things out quickly and just throw it into certain categories. And then then go through each of those categories more like with a fine-tooth comb and go from there and organize more strictly in each individual little group. I made a pile of stuff that's just hanging, so I just, you know, picked it up and put it on the bed. I'm gonna go and take stuff that's obviously garbage, like random things that my kids threw in there or that ended up falling out of pockets or whatever. I have a little tote drawer that ended up going in there for whatever reason, and it's completely not clothing or accessory related at all. So I'm gonna put non-clothing items in there. I've got a spot here for socks and underwear, bras, breast pads, and swimwear. I also have a little pile over there for handbags, hats, and I'm gonna start making a pile of shoes. Okay, so you guys know that I love using cube units. I get these ones from Target. I have them all over my house. I've talked about them so many times before. And I pay really good attention to keeping them nice and organized in my kids' rooms. But over the last 6 or 9 months or so, I have let my cube unit in my closet become totally mixed up and cluttered and unorganized. I'm gonna go through each one of these drawers and organize what's inside of them. There's a lot of stuff in these drawers that I do not wear anymore. The majority of the stuff that was hanging, I'll probably keep. And I know I'm gonna get questions like, what do you determine is hanging versus what goes in the drawers? And basically anything that I would wear in a video, would wear to church, wear on a coffee date with a girlfriend, like clothing outfits that I like to put together to, you know, go out of my house with, that's usually what I hang, along with stuff that just should be hang, like nicer clothing or dresses or whatever. The stuff in these drawers are t-shirts, stuff that it doesn't matter if it gets wrinkly, workout clothing, sleepwear. I have these 2 small drawers right here for like socks and underwear and bras, and these drawers have all gotten mixed into each other because I've just thrown stuff in there really quickly. So I'm gonna go through each one of these drawers and weed out the stuff that I no longer wear and put those into piles to then go through and you know, organize further. So the way it works for me as far as like wardrobes go with the seasons, because we live in the Seattle area, we have 4 very distinct seasons, but within those seasons we can have a random change in weather. Like this last week, it's summer and it's very hot outside, but we had one like 55-degree day where all I wanted to do was wear leggings and a sweater. I'm not really able to put like my winter stuff or cold weather stuff away in a vacuum seal bag in the attic because I want to access it at all times during the year. And so I have less of a minimal amount of clothing in my closet just because there are many different types of weather that I go through throughout the year at any given time. So the only stuff that I really store right now are like really big, chunky, heavy-duty sweaters, and then like Christmas shirts, like shirts with Christmas sayings or Thanksgiving sayings, or I have a St. Patrick's Day shirt in here. So this is kind of like my seasonal clothing if I ever do have any like seasonal sort of stuff. The next that I have here is like tech, camera equipment, extra microphones, that sort of a thing. And then I have purses and small handbags in this tote as well. The rest of the stuff down there is all Weston. And then these little drawers here, I have swimwear in this one, and then gloves and seasonal socks. So I have pumpkin socks and Christmas socks and stuff up there because even though we may have some cold days right now, that's not the sort of sock that I'll be wearing. I've been able to organize everything out. I have a huge IKEA bag full of stuff that I no longer want. I am going to pick out the nicest pieces and put them into a closet clean out bag from ThredUp, and I'll be able to get some ThredUp credits through doing that, like a little trade-in service that they do, which is really cool. And then the other stuff I'm going to pass on to sisters and friends, and then anything else that I find, shoes, accessories, clothing, or whatever. I even have some makeup items that I found that aren't expired yet. I donate to a church ministry program that helps women who are victims of sex trafficking get back on their feet, and they always need stuff like that, so I'm making a separate little collection to donate to that specific project. I am now to the point where I can start going through my hanging clothing, so this is the stuff that I wear the most, and start weeding out the things that I can still wear, things that I want to save for when I put on a little bit more weight, and stuff that I no longer need. And just like that, Haley's up from her nap, so she's gonna play around here on the floor now that I have cleaned up all of the garbage, and she is gonna help mommy decide what to keep and what to donate. I'm not gonna go through every single piece, but this is kind of the category that I can go through certain pieces and highlight them for you guys. Starting with this maxi dress. I have had this for, I wanna say 7 years, and I keep wearing it. So this is going back into the closet. I've been wearing these nonstop. I featured these in favorites videos. These are the universal thread high-waisted straight leg jeans. They're the perfect mom jean without being frumpy. They're so comfortable. On a day that I'm not wearing shorts, since it's been so warm outside, this is the pair of pants that I'm wearing. So comfortable. You guys know I love my jersey casual swing dresses from Old Navy and The Gap, and so this is definitely staying. This is another one of those little jersey swing dresses, but out of all the ones that I own, this is now the one that I wear the least, and so I don't want it taking up space in my closet, so this is going away. Another one of those pieces that I've had for years, but it is a bit too oversized on me right now, but I love it so much that I'm gonna hold on to it and just put it in a different section in my closet in the hopes that I will be able to wear it again soon. Too big, ill-fitting.
I've always put my feet wherever I want to. Before I saw who I could be.
Jeans that no longer fit, and I never really liked the smell of these. Sometimes jeans have this horrible indigo dye smell, so I'm saying goodbye to these. I love pairing vests with things just to make the look a little bit more interesting, and so I have this green one that I always wear with like a jersey dress to church, and then you guys have seen me wear this so many times. I have had this since the year Weston and I got married, and it's still going strong. You guys know I love these cardigans that I get off of Amazon, so these all still fit because they're a recent purchase, and so these are going up here. Another swing dress that I don't wear as often as I wear the other ones, so this one is going too. One of my favorite dresses, this is a little chambray dress from Old Navy, and then I like to pair it with this little kimono that I've had for a long time. I actually got this kimono off of ThredUp last year, and I have worn this so many times. I throw this kimono on with so many different dresses. I've even worn it with jeans, so this is definitely staying in my closet. And sometimes I like to put outfits together on the same hanger just so that I can grab it really quickly, and this is one that I pair all the time, so I'm hanging these together right now. This is another piece that I absolutely love and will keep wearing when I can, but it's just too big for me right now, so I'm gonna put it over here. I got this off of ThredUp last year too. This is a really nice quality linen blend white button-up shirt. I don't wear it very often, but it's definitely a staple in any woman's wardrobe, so this is going back in here too.
I am made to be free.
Another every woman's wardrobe staple, a long black skirt. I have a couple of these. This is a nursing dress from Old Navy, and it works really well, but I don't really breastfeed in public very much anymore. It's just a before bed thing when we're at home with Haley, and so I'm going to pass this dress on to my sister Sarah, who's expecting a baby in September. Ill-fitting and awkward, looks like curtains from the 1970s. these are going bye-bye. You can't have this. My slapped together reflector for when I film sit-down videos. She's just so attracted to it. I think I freed up a lot of great room in my closet. I love seeing space between my hangers. I don't know if you guys are like me, let me know, but having space in between the hangers in my closet just makes me feel like my clothing can breathe. I know that sounds so weird, but this is basically it. I feel like it looks so much better.
I am made to be free.
I have dresses and skirts, short sleeve tops that I hang, long sleeve tops and cardigans, and then my shorts and jeans. And then in the drawers, I have casual long sleeve, casual short sleeve, socks and underwear, bras, and then I have workout gear and leggings, sleepwear and unmentionables, and then like work clothing, ratty shirts, t-shirts, super casual stuff. I have my shoes, and then of course the storage up on top, which I showed you, and everything has come together really nicely. Thank you guys so much for joining me as I decluttered my closet today. It feels so good to get this all taken care of. Can you say bye-bye?
Mama.
Bye-bye.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
Hey everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome back to my channel for another video. So I've got some organization and like decluttering to do, some cleaning to do, and just a little bit of fall time and Halloween sort of decorating to do. So I'm taking you along with me as I go. All of my kids right now are fighting a cold. She's also teething molars, and so it's the perfect day to just focus on the home, take care of kids, get stuff cleaned up, and that's what we're doing today. If you guys enjoy organizing, cleaning, decorating videos, I do those every once in a while here on this channel, and I have a whole playlist of them, which is linked in the description box. And if you want to see more videos like that, then definitely give this video a thumbs up so I know that you like this sort of content on my channel. But I've got to get her down for a nap, get the boys settled in with a cartoon, and I'm gonna get started. Alrighty, so for this video, you are going to see the different projects that I did around the house. It actually got split up into 2 separate days because I chose to only work during Haley's nap times, and she's really difficult to work around when she's awake because she makes messes faster than I can clean them sometimes, and so I chose to work while she was asleep, and it worked out really well. The first day that I worked, it was really rainy and dreary and drizzly outside, and the boys were fighting their cold, and so I just set them up on the couch with some fun cartoons and a bowl of popcorn, and I started diffusing some essential oils in the house. I did a combination of sweet orange and thieves essential oils to make it smell fresh and clean, and to also fight some of those cold or flu germs that we've got going on. I also opened up the windows to get some fresh air in, and I got ready to tackle some organization projects, which is the main thing that I did on the first day. And this is what I wear when I am cleaning or organizing usually: a pair of basic leggings, a t-shirt, I put my hair back in a braid with a headband, and I usually wear a pair of Birkenstocks or my sneakers. Over these past 2 days, I did a lot of like my daily cleaning projects that I need to do, like laundry and doing the dishes and sweeping and vacuuming, the stuff that I do every single day, but I'm also including some things that I do weekly, monthly, as well as seasonally. I just kind of went around the house and found things that needed to be fixed or cleaned or organized or scrubbed, and I just got to it. Starting with the toy play area corner of our living room. Two little drawers in this cube unit over in their play area don't have a specific purpose. I just kind of mix up all of their toys in either of the drawers because they will play for 10 minutes and it's all mixed up anyway. So I save myself some time and headache of trying to organize everything down to the specific toy category, and I just let them do their thing. But I am taking out anything that's broken, anything that's garbage, anything that they don't play with anymore that I can donate or pass on to my sister. And I'm also taking stuff out that's just not a toy, like random socks that I always find, pieces of clothing, and a lot of items from their drawers in the kitchen of their baby and kids' plates and cups. Haley loves to play in the kitchen and she always takes stuff out of the drawers, and apparently she just brings it to the living room and throws it in her toy bin. This is something that I do every 2 to 4 weeks. I just clean out our entry closet. It's a space that we use every single day. I'm just cleaning stuff up from off the floor, taking out things that we use during the summertime, like sandals and sunscreen that we just don't use right now. I'm arranging the shoes back on our little wire shelf so that it's neat and tidy, and I'm hanging up any of the coats that have fallen off the hangers onto the floor, and there's always a spot left for my vacuum, which is really nice. So with organizing out the toys and the entry closet, I found some dirty clothing that I wanted to wash along with the other laundry that I had been doing that day. And so I started yet another load of laundry, and a little bit later you're gonna see how I sort everything out after it's all clean. But while I was in the laundry room, I realized that some cleaning up and tidying up needed to be done in there as well. I actually had some things on my dryer that have been there since we got home from our road trip that I still hadn't gone through. That's embarrassing, but I finally took care of it and I feel so much better because I did. This room is multi-purpose. It's our laundry room. We have some storage space in here as well as our pantry. It makes it so much easier to do my laundry and to make our meals when the space is taken care of. Next, I'm moving on to our hall organizer, which keeps some of my personal paperwork and documents as well as our homeschooling supplies and Play-Doh and stuff. It just needed all to be put back in the place that it belongs. And then I moved on to the master bedroom, and the main thing that needed to be done in here was just take off the sheets and the mattress protector and throw that in the wash. And then I'm spraying down the bed, the mattress, with this Zum spray. It's all natural, no toxic ingredients. It's made with essential oils. It smells like lavender and cedarwood, and when I spray it on our mattress, it just really refreshes the whole space. And one thing that I do every 6 months or so is I take this little furniture, I think this is called like a upholstery shaver, and basically what it does, you just put batteries in it and it takes the pills and the fuzz off of your upholstery. Just refreshing it with this little fuzz buster definitely makes it look like brand new again, and I just take it anywhere on that headboard where there are little pills of fuzz. And by the way, I'm gonna link any tools, cleaning products, anything that I'm using, as well as some furniture pieces around the house. That's all going to be linked in the description box. If there's something that you want to have some information about that I didn't link, definitely let me know in the comments if you're curious. And while my sheets are washing, I have some laundry to sort through, and we do a no fold system for me and the kids, and it works so well. I just wash all of our laundry together, and then once it's dry, I sit on our living room floor and I sort it out in piles by person. So I have a pile of laundry for me, there's a pile of laundry for Weston, a basket for the boys, a pile for Haley, and I just take those to each room. I put my own laundry away, Weston puts his laundry away, and then I'll put the kids' laundry away. But before I do that, I'm going to throw the towels really quickly into my linen closet and any of the coats that I washed into our coat closet, and then Haley was ready to get up from her nap. So I walked in there, said hello to her, dumped her clothing on the floor, got her up, and she helped me put her clothes away. And this is how our no-fold system works. I literally just take any shirt and put it in the shirt drawer, and I take any pair of pants and I put it in the pant drawer, and it makes it super easy to put clothing on them. I do this for the boys too. You just grab a shirt, you grab a pair of pants. I try to buy clothes for them that are pretty easy to mix and match, and I can get my kids dressed in just minutes every day. Anything that needs to be hung or nicer pieces of clothing, I just hang up on little hangers in her bedroom. The diaper genie needed to go out today, so I took care of that, and as soon as my sheets were done being washed and dried, I put them right back on my bed, and that completes day 1 of this fall organization and cleaning routine. So the next day, the weather was actually completely opposite as the first day. It was gorgeous and sunny, and the temperature was up, so I was able to open up the windows in the house for a good while during the day and get some fresh air in. And I like it when it's really sunny. That way I can see the dirt and the grime that really needs to be scrubbed out, and that's what I got to doing around the house. Starting with the kitchen, and I've been using this Method glass and surface cleaner. This cleaner works for all sorts of surfaces, and I kind of use it as a multi-purpose cleaner. I like this one specifically because it doesn't have any toxic ingredients or artificial fragrances, which is really great, and everything is naturally derived, and I just use this to clean my cabinets, the front of them, to clean the backsplash of my kitchen, and to also clean my stainless steel. It literally works for everything. Any of the little marks that you see on our cabinets that are left over after I'm done cleaning are not remaining dirt. Actually, we need to repaint our cabinets. They need to be painted long before we even moved in this house. And that's another project for another time, but I definitely wanted to get the grime off them as much as I could. And I just wiped down my fridge. This is an every other day sort of task for me anyway, but I was in the kitchen, and if I'm wiping down the cabinets, I might as well wipe down everything else. And I just took the drip pan from my espresso machine and dumped all of the water out of it and rinsed it out, and then wiped down my espresso machine really thoroughly. And then I wanted to pay a little extra attention to the shelf above it. And by the way, when you see me using these microfiber cloths throughout the rest of this video, I use a good bunch of them throughout my cleaning. I don't just use the same one the whole time. That would get really gross. I don't show it, but I am changing them out as I go and throwing them into the laundry for one last load. And speaking of laundry, I have another thing to clean, and this is something that I do every season. I'm going to be stripping off the pillow covers for my couch pillows and throwing them in the wash. This is one of the reasons I like to do interchangeable couch pillow cushions, because it's easy to wash them periodically and you don't have to spot clean them or get any sort of special treatment. Next, I'm just going to vacuum everything. This is a daily, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day sort of chore, but it needed to be done. I didn't vacuum in the kids' rooms because the boys were having quiet time and Haley was taking a nap once again, but I made my way into the kitchen, and I love this vacuum so much because it can go from the carpet to the hard floor and it doesn't miss even the smallest speck of dirt or crumbs. This vacuum has changed my life as far as cleaning my house goes. Vacuuming always makes me work up a sweat, and so I changed into a short sleeve shirt once I got to my bedroom with the vacuum, and the afternoon was getting pretty warm with all that sunshine too. So I continued my vacuuming in my bedroom, and then I went back to the living room and did a little bit of spot treatment on the couple of stains on my carpet. This is something that I do every couple of months or so, or as needed. I'm just using this Folex spot treatment carpet stain remover. I love this stuff so much. You just spray it onto the spot, let it sit for a little bit. You can use your fingers or a little scrub brush to scrub it in, and then you just use a towel to soak it back up. And the amount of dirt and grime that it lifts out of the carpet is amazing. I'm going to be using that same method surface cleaner for everything else in my house, and I'm just going to start wiping down all of my surfaces and dusting things, starting with my piano over here and then moving on to this little side table. Let me know in the comments if you are someone who vacuums before you dust like I do, or if you dust before you vacuum. I feel like the world is very split on this issue. For me, I wet dust, so I use that method surface cleaner on my rag to dust, and so I don't actually kick up any dust or put anything onto the floor while I'm working. But I know a lot of people feel differently than me. I'm also washing down the windows. This is something that I have to do at least once a week, and it feels like as soon as I'm done doing it, within 10 minutes, my kids already have fingerprints on the windows. But it doesn't stop me from keeping them clean as much as I can. And I'm also wiping down the windowsills and the window tracks and giving our TV stand a once over and lightly, gently wiping down and dusting the TV itself. Our little entry shelf collects a lot of dust. I think it's because it's right by the front door, and so I have to clean this at least once a week. I should probably do it every day. I should probably just give it a wipe down. It's amazing how wiping things down or dusting your whole house can really make the space feel so much more fresh. Our bedroom is a multifunctional space. It's a studio, it's an office, it's a bedroom, it has a bathroom attached. There are a lot of things that go on, and this has a lot of traffic in it. And so when my workspace is clean and tidy and wiped down and dusted, I am so much more productive. So this is a task that I try to do at least 3 or 4 times a week, but I just organize everything into where it goes, give everything a nice wipe down. I wipe down my silver play button that I got for reaching 100,000 subscribers over on our vlogging channel. If you guys aren't subscribed over there yet, I will leave that linked in the description box. And then my silver play button for this channel actually just arrived, and I unboxed it, and I'm going to be hanging those 2 plaques up on my wall. And so thank you to each and every one of you who has subscribed to either channel, and these are just really special little things. So before I get too sentimental, I'm gonna go clean my bathroom. So this is a task that I save for very last because there are germs in the bathroom, and I like to take a shower right after I have done all of my cleaning. And so I will just start by wiping down the mirror and the sink, and I use a scoring side of a scrub to scrub out any hard water stains or like toothpaste stains in the sink. And then I wipe down the whole toilet, and I've been using this Method brand toilet cleaner, and it actually works best if you just squirt it on the inside of your toilet and let it sit for a couple of hours. It really minimizes the amount of scrubbing that you have to do, and it works really, really well. So the way I clean my shower is while I'm taking a shower, I will scrub everything down and rinse it off, and then I will wash myself. But I'm not going to be showing that. This is not that sort of channel. But before I do anything in the shower, I did want to change out my shower curtain. And so this started by me just taking down the shower curtain liner. It was really worn out and ugly. I had washed it several times, and it was just time for a new one. And I just buy like the $3 one from Target and just switch it out every few months. And I bought a new shower curtain. This is a white one. I've been wanting to get one that's white in here just because our bathroom is so small. Bringing a lighter tone into it I thought would help brighten up and lighten up the space, and I definitely like the effect. And so I just put the new shower curtains on the little hooks. This is the time that I will go through anything in my shower that is used up or switch out razor heads. And I had made it to the end of my Briogeo Superfoods conditioner bottle. It's taken me so long. This stuff lasts a really long time. And so I was very happy to be able to open up a new bottle. It smells amazing, and I love it so much for my hair. So I can't wait to hop in the shower and get all cleaned up. But first of all, I have to get the last load of laundry started for today, and before I get that going, I'm just gonna wipe my washing machine and my dryer down with that all-purpose cleaner that I've been using, and I'm going to pay special attention to the gasket of my washing machine. If you do not clean the rubber gasket of your front load washing machine, it can get so gross and grimy and stinky, and your clothes will not get washed properly and they will come out smelling horrible. And so this is definitely something important to do. And so I throw in all of my microfiber cloths that I've been using throughout this cleaning day, as well as the shower curtain that I took down that I'm going to pass on to a family member or donate, and then the clothes that I was wearing to clean the whole house. After all the housework and my shower was done, it was date night in, and so I got ready for that. And while Weston prepared dinner, which was so awesome, by the way, I got to decorate a little bit around the house. I love this time of the year for sprucing up my house and enjoying time with family and for decorating, and I really enjoyed having you guys along with me today while I cleaned and decorated for the fall. Hey everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome back to my channel for another video. So today I have a lot of cleaning, organizing, cooking, and sprucing up to do for my home for the holiday season. I just want to get my home guest ready and ready to put out my Christmas decor. There's just a few things that need to be done to do that. If you enjoyed this video while you're watching it, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That lets me know to make more cooking, cleaning, organizing videos here on this channel. And if it's your first time here and you enjoy lifestyle and motherhood videos, then don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and don't forget to turn your notifications on so you don't miss one of my regular uploads, as well as bonus videos like these. First thing that we're gonna do is actually get dinner started, and this is something that I like to do on a day that I know I have like a lot of cleaning and organizing to do. I don't want to have to worry about getting dinner prepared after I do all this work today, so I'm just gonna make a crock pot meal. This is actually one of our family's favorite dinners. This is a crock pot version of a dish called chicken bite back. This is a dish that my mom invented, and I've showed it a few times on our vlog channel. It just starts with a couple of pounds of boneless, skinless chicken, breasts or thighs. It works either way, whichever you prefer. And then a can of cream of chicken or cream of mushroom soup. I'll fill that can up with some whole milk and then add about 1.5 cups of ranch dressing. To that, I add a little bit of parsley and some crushed red pepper, depending on how spicy I want it. And then sometimes I'll add in a few capers, which is really good. I'll set that crock pot to low for about 6 hours. And once the chicken is cooked thoroughly, I'll throw in about 1 pound of broccoli florets when it's about 1/2 hour away from being served. This is one of my favorite dishes for this time of the year, and it's super easy for the holiday season, especially when I have a whole house to clean. These kids are being crazy over here. Dinner is in the crock pot and it is cooking up. The last thing that I have to do is just boil some pasta and dinner will be served. It's literally that easy. So while that's cooking, first thing I'm going to do as far as cleaning and organizing is get down some of my serveware and get that in the dishwasher. I have a couple of planned get-togethers or holiday parties, but sometimes people show up you know, like out of the blue or last minute, especially during this time of the year. So I definitely want to have the stuff that I would use to serve guests food or drinks clean or just in need of a quick like dusting or wipe down. So I'm gonna get all of that down, like my crystal, my glassware, my serveware and platters and little serving trays and stuff, so that I know it's, you know, closer to being clean than what it's like right now, because it has been a long time since that stuff has been actually like washed. These are so cloudy and gross and actually kind of greasy. I think because my cabinet to store that stuff is near where this, you know, steam from the stove goes up, it gets just kind of gross. So I'm gonna load all of this crystal. I also have some glass pitchers. I'm gonna load that into the dishwasher along with some like ceramic and like melamine serveware. So the dishwasher load is almost ready to go, and then I remembered that I wanted to get down this little bin that I have in my pantry, and it just has all of our Christmas mugs and a couple of little Christmas plates and stuff. I'm gonna get all of this washed up because they're gonna have a temporary little home in our cabinet for the holiday season. Okay, so the last thing to do in the kitchen here before I have some lunch is I bought these new salt and pepper shakers, like grinders, and we've just been, you know, cooking and serving with these. We get these from Costco. I'm going to transfer this Himalayan pink salt and the whole peppercorns into the salt and pepper shakers now that I have some. And this was one of the things that I definitely wanted to get for having guests over, because I think it's prettier, and this has been something I've wanted to get for a while, so I guess we just pour it into there. And my children are being so loud right now. Hi. Someone took her glasses off because it's nap time. You look like a crazy girl. Are you crazy? You're so silly. That crock pot is starting to smell really good. About an hour or so into preparing, whoa! Don't make me fall over. About an hour or so into the cooking of that crock pot meal, the whole house starts to smell pretty good. It's time to move on and get going on some other stuff around the house. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is get a couple of guest linens out of my linen closet here. Gotta take all of that stuff down, take inventory of what I have, and wash the stuff that I do have. Last year we got snowed in. Actually, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I had my entire family sleeping in our living room on the floor. We had an air mattress in the kitchen, and I actually wasn't prepared for that. It was one of those emergency sort of situations, and I wish I would have done just a little bit more planning and preparation for a situation like that. So this year I'm determined to be prepared in case we have out-of-town guests arrive or we do get snowed in again. I want all of my linens fresh and clean. They've been sitting in that closet since last Christmas, and I need to refresh them. So I'm gonna pull some stuff down from the closet, get it in my washing machine, and then tackle the toys. So while I'm waiting for the laundry load to finish, as well as the dishwasher load, the boys, I just put them down to quiet time. They're gonna rest for a little bit, and I'm going to tackle this toy area. I'm also going to be clearing out toys from underneath the couches right now. This is definitely something that's important when I'm getting my house ready for guests. This is an eyesore. It's just a constant source of stress and clutter. And so this is really top of the priorities. And I had to wait till they were in bed because they're at that age where they don't quite understand what I'm doing if I have to put a toy in the garbage, either because it's broken or I have to put a toy in like the donation bin because they've moved on from it or Haley's outgrown it. So I'm going solo on this time, but the boys will get a chance to participate with me in selecting items to be donated to charity so that other kids can enjoy Christmas presents, and that's going to be another thing for another time. Right now, I've just got to get this taken care of as it is. It is so bad back here. There are so many toys. and pieces of paper and random water cups. I should have done this a long time ago. I'm so glad I'm finally just getting it done. Alrighty, so the toy and cleaning out under and behind the couches, that project is all done, and I have a bin here of stuff that I'm gonna further go through to see what needs to be donated or what needs to be maybe passed on to my nieces. And I ended up moving the cube unit that was right here over there beside the piano, because we still need a place to put their toys that are here in the living room, but we're gonna get the Christmas tree right here, and the space needed to be cleared out for that. I just pulled out the first load of linens from the dryer, and I'm gonna get this all folded up and put back in the linen closet. Well, my house is back to being messy now that I've spent all day doing some cleaning and organizing. The boys are up from their quiet time and making a mess again, but that's not the sort of mess that I'm focusing on today. Here are your pants. Here, there you go. Ties in the front. I wanted to show you something in the bathroom here, and I only remembered it because Judah needed some assistance on the toilet. So one of the projects that needs to be done is to put up a new towel rack. This got ripped out of the wall by a certain 4-year-old. Not naming names. So I do like gray and this dark blue color in the bathroom, and from Wondershop all of this stuff was an additional 20% off, and some of it was on sale. So I got this bath rug, very, very cute, and I'm gonna set that down here. And then I got this cute little set of hand towels that I will put up here, and I think I'm actually going to keep these up past Christmas since they're snowflakes and it's going to be winter for a little while longer than Christmas is around. So I'll just put these here on the towel hook and have one on hand for an extra. That's pretty. And then for guests specifically, if someone needs to take a shower here, I just put together this little shower tray with a couple of my favorite Shea Moisture shampoo and conditioner, and then some washcloths. And it's in that same little wintry snowflake set. And all of this was like super affordable, but it totally transforms the bathroom and makes it look more guest ready, to helping people who do end up staying, whether they're sleeping on our couch or just here for whatever reason, to just make them feel a little bit more at home and to make them feel more thought of. I'm liking where the bathroom is at right now. It definitely feels more festive in here and more guest ready. I think even though I don't have plans to have people here overnight, I would be ready if someone needed to stay here, or if there's like a last minute plan or whatever, or if we get snowed in again. And then I'm done with the linens, and Weston is on his way home. He'll be here really soon, and when he's here, we're gonna get all of like the Christmas decor and everything down. And then I think all I have to do is get that dishwasher unloaded and get all of my glassware and crystal and serveware back in the cabinet. Oh, Charlie Brown Christmas album is pretty loud right now. Alexa, turn off. Don't want to get copyright flag on this video, but that is like the soundtrack of my life right now. When I clean, when I cook, I love having the Charlie Brown Christmas album playing. It gets me in the holiday Christmassy mood, and having the house and these projects under control is definitely making me feel better about the holidays coming up. This was in our donation bin, this little baby toy, and apparently we couldn't part with it. So Judah's playing with it for a little bit longer, but we'll see if some Christmas toys replace his love for this toy. I want to show you a collection of things I found. I found 4 different packages nearly full of wipes, and I have about 25 different kids socks in the washing machine right now, and I found a bunch of kids cups and plates. I find a lot of non-toy items in their toys, but I think that's everything for what I had planned to do today. The last thing I need to do before I put my Christmas decor out is take off our fall time, like Halloween sort of decor on the door, but At this point, it's time to get dinner on the table, so I'm gonna boil some noodles and have that with our chicken crock pot meal. But that just about does it. I'm feeling a lot better about the house, and I will do general like everyday or weekly sort of cleaning as needed. And if I know I'm gonna have guests over, then I'll, you know, go and scrub something or wash the windows down. But that's not what today was. Today was all about getting stuff to a point where if I have guests show up or if I'm planning a party or something, I'm able to quickly get other cleaning tasks done without having to worry about the bigger stuff. So I'm feeling really good, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you found any inspiration from it. And if you are inspired to go tackle some pre-holiday projects in your house, then share them on Instagram and be sure to tag me at Natalie Bennett Vlogs. I'll be reposting on my Instagram stories when I'm tagged. I love doing that with you guys, and I get a lot of inspiration from you guys too. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already and turn your notifications on, and I'll catch you later.